Hi, Marc and Morgan here from Whole Latte Love. Today we'll be taking a look at the Krups XP604050 combination espresso machine and 10-cup drip coffee maker.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it sure is. Marc, why don't you tell us what features we'll be looking at?
Well, it's a mouthful because it does quite a bit. It makes drip coffee, and you can also make espresso, and it can also steam your milk so you can make a cappuccino or a latte. And we're going to take a look specifically at how it does brewing, how it does pulling a shot, and how it does steaming milk.
So the machine's wrapped in stainless steel, and it's a very good-looking machine in my opinion. It has two separate water tanks for both the drip coffee and the espresso, and they each hold 50 ounces of water. It has a pretty substantial cup warming area on top here. And the coffee pot holds 10 large cups or 15 small cups of coffee, and it's actually a dripless coffee pot, so you can pull that out and pour your first cup of coffee without creating a mess.
Yeah, I'm always impatient. I want to get at it before it's done. And one thing, now this does, when I brewed a pot, it took about 8.5 minutes, which is a little bit longer than some of the other machines we've looked at. The temperature in the pot was real good. It was at 174. It does have a heated plate underneath the pot to keep your coffee warm with an automatic shut-off after 2 hours. Now, one thing that's on a lot of coffee makers these days, not here, is any timing. So you can't set this to automatically turn on.
So let's talk about the espresso side of the machine. It comes with a pressurized filter basket for both single and double shots, which means you can use espresso pods, pre-ground espresso coffee, or you can use whole beans if you have a grinder at home.
Yeah, with the pressurized filter baskets, the tamping isn't real important, which is a skill when you get into higher end machines. But it does make it really easy and clean, like if you use the pods. Now, the portafilter itself is not commercial sized, it's not really heavy, so there's not a lot of heat retention, but I did pull a shot using some Lavazza Super Crema, and it made Super Crema. And also in a pre-warmed shot glass, the temperature was about 170, which is generally what we'd expect for most semi-automatic machines.
So we were really impressed with the frothing performance of this machine. It's only a 15-second wait time between brewing and steaming or steaming and brewing, so that's pretty quick. Yeah,
I mean, it's a lot faster than some of the other more expensive machines that we look at. It does have an automatic frothing attachment on the steam wand. Now, it's a little different than some of the other ones that we've seen with the air intake holes on this one are located very near the bottom of the wand. So it takes some getting used to really use that. Now, you can take that attachment off and froth your milk completely manually like you would on a professional machine, and as your skill level grows, you'll really be able to finely texture your milk if you want to get into pouring latte art or something like that.
And one thing we didn't mention is that you can't brew drip coffee while brewing espresso or steaming your milk while brewing.
So the controls on the machine are very straightforward. You've got to switch to brew coffee, you've got to switch to turn on the espresso side, and again, you can't do that both at the same time. You've got a lever for a single shot and a double shot, and then also a lever to switch the steam on. Now, those single and double shot levers, they are programmable. Just hold them until you get the quantity that you want, let go, and then that volume will be programmed. Should also mention that the machine does do pre-infusion, so it's going to wet your espresso first, hold for a moment before it actually brews the shot.
The espresso side of this machine has a removable drip tray with a pretty unique height adjustable surface. There's two buttons on top that you just press down and it lifts up about 3/4 of an inch.
So who's the machine good for? Well, if you have to have drip coffee and you want espresso, make a cappuccino or a latte from time to time, you get a lot in a really attractive, small, and affordable package here. Again, it brewed a nice shot, it had really good steaming performance, and again, that machine can grow with you, because if you want to steam your milk manually and get into like pouring latte art, you can do it with this machine.
It's available now at WholeLatteLove.com. I'm Morgan.
I'm Mark.
Thanks for watching.
Whole Latte Love is your resource for everything coffee. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily updates on new coffee gear, plus hundreds of videos including how-tos, equipment reviews, recipes, expert technical advice, and more.